In Virginia, your firearm can be confiscated for several reasons. Maybe it was taken during a domestic violence investigation, seized after an arrest, removed under a protective order, or even held as evidence in a case you weren't charged in. Today on The Right Slant, we're breaking down exactly how Virginians can legally get their firearms returned, what the courts require, what paperwork you'll need, and we'll examine 2 real Virginia cases that show how this plays out in the real world. Under Virginia law, firearms are typically confiscated for 4 main reasons. Protective orders. Virginia Code Section 18.2-308.1:4 requires you to surrender firearms when a family abuse protective order is issued. Criminal charges or arrests, especially violent offenses or when a firearm is used or possessed unlawfully. Evidence in an investigation. Law enforcement may seize a firearm under a warrant or incident to arrest. Firearm prohibitions. If a person becomes federally or state prohibited from possessing firearms. We'll go step by step through how to reclaim your property once the legal barrier is removed. Virginia does not have a single statewide firearm return procedure. Instead, the process involves 3 layers of clearance. Step 1. Obtain documentation showing you are eligible again. You'll need one or more of the following: protective order expired or dismissed, charges dropped or case closed, court order directing return of property, written release from the Commonwealth's attorney. Police departments cannot release a gun without legal proof that you are no longer prohibited. Step 2. Submit a firearm return request to the agency holding the gun. Most Virginia police departments require a valid government ID, a completed firearm return form, proof the firearm is legally yours. Agencies then run a background check under Virginia Code Section 19.2-386.28 to confirm the requester is not prohibited. Step 3. Background check and waiting period. The agency must verify no active protective orders, no felony convictions, no pending disqualifying charges, no federal prohibitions. If cleared, the firearm is returned by appointment only and only to the lawful owner. By the way, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more videos from The Right Slant. Case example number 1, Carter versus Commonwealth. Facts. Police seized Carter's firearm after an arrest. The charges were later dismissed, but the Commonwealth refused to return the firearm, arguing he was still under investigation. Court ruling. The court ruled that once charges are dismissed, the Commonwealth must return the firearm unless a specific legal prohibition exists. Ongoing investigation alone is not enough. Why it matters. If your charges were dropped, Virginia cannot keep your gun without a lawful reason backed by statute. Case example number 2, Commonwealth versus White. Facts. White surrendered firearms under a protective order. When the order expired, Fairfax County Police required him to petition the court for an explicit order mandating return. Court ruling. The court determined an additional petition was unnecessary because Virginia law already requires firearms be returned once the protective order is no longer in effect, assuming the owner is otherwise eligible. Why it matters. When a protective order ends, you do not need a new court order unless there is some other legal disqualification. If a Virginia agency refuses to return your firearm, request a written explanation. You are entitled to know what specific law is being used to hold your property. File a motion for return of property under Virginia Code Section 19.2-398. This asks the judge to order the agency to release your firearm. Provide proof of ownership and eligibility. The burden shifts to law enforcement to show a lawful reason to keep it. Consult an attorney if necessary. Many cases are resolved quickly once a court order is filed. Getting your gun back in Virginia can be frustrating, but the law is clear. Once the reason for confiscation is gone, the state must return your firearm as long as you're legally eligible. Here at The Right Slant, we break down your rights with facts, not speculation, so you can protect yourself and your property. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another breakdown of your constitutional rights.